TGIF, everybody, and welcome to the Sunshine State's only true sports talk radio show where we focus on the teams and the topics important to you, the sports fan in Florida. We are game on with Bianchi and Kravitz. I happen to be Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog. I'm the sports columnist of the Orlando Sentinel. That man right to my right is Brandon Kravitz, the hardest working man in sports media, and right over there, back from top secret assignment, is primetime Jaden Grimes, the executive producer, the man who puts the go into the show. It's a free-for-all Friday. We're coming to you live from Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and all points in between on the iHeart Radio app. And yes, we are back on the YouTube machine today as well. We want to hear from you throughout the course of the show. Again, a free-for-all Friday. Anything goes. Talk to us about anything. Ask us any question, any topic, any hot take you want to bring up. If you dare, step into the rage cage, you bunch of wussies. There you go. If you have the guts, get into the rage cage and give us a hot take. Or, for all of you little snowflakes, you can also text us. You can also text us on the Mills Air text line. That's 50857.
Mikey's feeling spicy today.
I've eaten nothing today but bone broth. Bone broth is all I'm running on today, and coffee. But primetime Jaden Grimes, there are 2 cans of chocolate protein shakes in the company refrigerator here. They've been there for a couple of months, Kravitz.
A couple of months?
I think,
I want to lay off.
Are you surprised?
No, I think they're free game. If they've been in there a month or two, right?
Yeah, I also think they're bad.
No, they're in cans, the pop top cans.
I would just look at the date. I would just check the date out.
But if
there could be a reason why they're there.
But if the expiration date is fine.
Oh, they've been there for a couple of months?
Right.
Yeah, it's radio people. They're not interested in protein.
Okay. All right.
I don't even know how it's gotten there.
I don't either. They look good.
You put a fried chicken sandwich, that thing would be done in 30 seconds. But yeah, protein will hang out in the fridge for a minute.
Yeah. All right, it's our pre-Mother's Day show, so I'm sure we'll have a Mother's Day topic later in the show. Maybe you can win a prize by, saying something nice about your mom?
Yeah, you can win tickets to the Buccos. The Pirates playing at Kia Center tomorrow. We got a 4-pack for you.
Take mom out to the Buccos game, huh? What a prize that would be for her.
That's better than what Dan Hurley got his wife years ago. Bought her, Jaden, I don't know if you were able to listen because you are in top secret assignment.
Super top secret, yeah.
But we played a clip yesterday. Dan Hurley, head coach of UConn, admitted that he once got his wife a George Foreman grill.
Is that worse than a treadmill?
Well, there was a debate on the show about that yesterday, but no, treadmill still won.
No, and the Gay Lovers book.
Right.
I forgot about that one.
All right, let's get to some highlights and headlines. The NFL Referees Association ratified a new 7-year collective bargaining agreement today with the NFL, concluding a multi-year negotiation and eliminating the possibility of work stoppage prior to the upcoming season. I guess they're going to get a big raise. The NFL gets more access to the officials during the offseason for formal training and, all sorts of stuff. They want the officials essentially to work harder for the season. I guess, Kravitz, why do we have a CBA for officials? Why doesn't the NFL just hire a bunch of full-time officials, all right? Pay them a couple $100,000 a year, have them all live in one place, say Orlando. They all live in, sort of like the wrestlers have their wrestling school here. Why can't they have the officials all live here in Orlando? Every day they go watch film of the game they're going to be doing this week. They do officiating drills, and then they fly out to the game, then fly back to Orlando to their little job, and that's it. Why do you have to have a CBA? Why can't you just have these be your employees?
I'm assuming because it's cheaper, but that
really?
also,
Why?
Well, I'm assuming that because they are not under the umbrella of the NFL, they don't offer health benefits.
Okay.
Well, that's expensive for these companies.
Okay. Well, how many officials? It's not like a football team.
It's the NFL. They're cranking out the cash, but I'm just saying this is probably the reason why.
Okay, I'm sure that you've got lawyers that are officials. You've got bankers that are officials. Why not just have
you saying these people that should be there? I didn't know that this wasn't their only job. I did not know that.
No. They're not full time.
So you're working at the bank, and then you go, all right, I need the weekend off. I got the Ravens Chargers game.
Yeah, they probably have worked it into their jobs, but yeah, they're not full time employees.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right?
I did not know. I had no idea. No idea.
Maybe I better check that.
I don't know.
Maybe I better check that because you're the NFL helmet head. I thought you would have known that.
I'm not a referee expert, so there's a chance that you're right about this. I just can't imagine I'm going to the bank to go cash a check, and Ed Hockley's like, you want this in your checking or your savings?
I think Ed is probably the head of the bank, okay? I don't think he's working behind the counter there.
Hey, listen, if you can run a whole bank and be an NFL official, that should be the job you want.
Right. All right, NBA, wow. The combination Magic fans got to know all too well in the first round of the playoffs continued to roll for the Pistons last night. Cade Cunningham, 25 points, 10 assists. Tobias Harris scores 21 points. The Pistons beat the Cavaliers 107-97 to take a 2-0 lead in that series. Here's some highlights.
Back to Reeves, 4 to shoot. Barreling into Holmgren, falls down. Loses the ball. Chris says, I'll take that. Up the left side to Wallace. Reeves behind the play. It's 5-on-4. Tasting to the trailing Holmgren. Feeds Jay well open. And the right three-pointer. Count it. Cha-ching, Thunder Money behind his foul. And one coming. Oh, baby. You got to love it. Wing right Holmgren. Jab steps on 8. Holds. Cranks a 3. It's online. Looks good. It is. He splashes it. Cha-ching, Thunder Money ball. Chet the All-Star knocks down his third 3 tonight. Zero Rider loses the ball as Wiggins takes it away, and the horn sounds. Game 2 is over. OKC's in command of this series as a 1 seed against the number 4 seeded Lakers. Streamers cascade down at Paycom Center as Oklahoma City for the second time in this series wins by 18. 125-107 the final in this game.
Okay, that was not Cade. That was OKC beating the Lakers last night. They take a 2-0 lead in that series. Thunder beat the Lakers 125-107. And OKC, man, SGA is like averaging 18 points per game in this series. All right. The Thunder outscored the Lakers 32-15 while SGA was on the bench last night.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They outscore them. And you have guys like AJ Mitchell starting in place of the injured Jalen Williams. He's averaging 19 points on 50% shooting in this series against the Lakers. JJ Redick said something the other day about how good the Thunder are.
We saw a stat in our morning meeting this morning, like teams that have had back-to-back or even more than that, 10 or more better net ratings in consecutive seasons. We're talking about the 95-96 Bulls, the 96-97 Bulls, and the 17 Warriors. You're literally talking about two of the greatest teams of all time. I said to a bunch of people yesterday off-site that were, talking about this series to me. I said, yeah, the Thunder, it's one of the greatest teams ever in NBA history. That's just the reality. They're that good. I think our guys recognize that and respect that, and we know what kind of task we have in front of us.
Thunder, one of the greatest teams in NFL history.
NBA history, probably.
According, what did I say?
NFL.
Yeah, one of the greatest teams in NBA history. According to the stats, I guess they are, right?
Yeah, that is the case. If you are a power rating, net rating type of individual, which I fancy myself, they are right up there with the best Bulls teams, the best Warriors State teams that we've seen. That they're right there, and it's what they do defensively. It's their efficiency on offense. It's how deep they are. The fact that their best players, an MVP, can go to the bench and then they blow you out.
Right.
With AJ Mitchell, who was the 38th pick in the draft a couple of years ago. He wasn't even in the rotation last year, and now they're like, SGA, take some minutes off. You get some foul trouble. We'll just outscore them by 15. With our backup point guard.
Wow.
And keep in mind, they have not had Jalen Williams yet in this series either as their second best player. Chet Holmgren has been the best player in this series. I don't think it's even close. He has been phenomenal for them.
Would you rather
I knew you were going to ask this question.
Would you rather have Chet Holmgren or Paolo?
Well, I know that in the moment when those guys were on the board and the Magic had the number 1 pick,
right,
my answer was Chet Holmgren. I was campaigning for Chet. My co-host at the time, Mike Tozzi, wanted Paolo. Everybody else wanted Jabari Smith. And it's not an easy answer now that we have the benefit of hindsight. I think Chet Holmgren is the best overall player of that mix. But Paolo Banchero is he's the ball handler star that you need to start with. I think if you're starting from scratch, you'd rather have Paolo. If you're trying to win a championship with a good team, the answer is Chet Holmgren.
Plus, you also have to realize how good. I mean, Chet Holmgren's good. Yeah, I don't deny that. But how good would he be on the Magic? Because he's got more talent around him on the team he's on, which opens things up for him.
Yeah, but he's part of the reason that team is as good as they are. He's a huge part of it.
I'm not denying that.
I think he'd be great no matter where he is, but he is significantly more impactful because he's on a great team.
All right, back to the Pistons real quick. If the Pistons go on to win this series, they're up 2-0, and they somehow, some way, say they face OKC, and somehow, some way, they end up winning the championship. Not saying that's going to happen, but if they were to do that, as a Magic fan, would you sort of poke your chest out like, man, we took that team, we took the champions to the wire?
Mike, you're talking about the same general fan base that said, well, we beat Auburn and Auburn beat Alabama and Alabama won the national championship. Let's just go ahead and throw that banner up.
Hey,
national champs. Yeah, of course. People in this town, no doubt. We'll do it. We'll probably have a ceremony on Church Street for the Magic. Yeah. Congratulations. You basically won the championship.
Without game 6. You would have won the championship.
Yeah, if the Pistons go on to beat specifically the Thunder, where you know like that's the most legitimate championship you can win this year, is if you beat OKC and the Magic were without Franz, you can make the case.
Right. Damn right.
You can make the case.
Those are your highlights and your headlines.
Coming up next, can you still get excited about recruiting rankings in 2026? I'm not so sure. Bianchi and I will debate that next.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Fun. That's fun. Enter it now.
Getting my routine maintenance next week, and if you don't have someone who provides that on a quarterly basis for you, you should. And I would recommend Mills Air. Mills Air, it's about being a cool customer, and that's not just about fixing your thermostat. It's about service that actually shows up on time. Technicians who know what they're doing, and pricing that doesn't make you break out in a sweat. Heating, cooling, installation, and maintenance, they make the process simple, effective, and affordable for all. Whether your AC is barely hanging on or it's completely tapped out, Mills Air can get you back to feeling crisp, cold, comfortable, and they'll do it fast. Call Leon and the crew, schedule your appointment, and tell them that Brandon Kravitz from Game On sent you by. 407-277-1159, online at millsair.com, and you could be their next cool customer.
Major roadways are starting to get busy. You're going to run into some slowdowns on I-4, Florida's Turnpike, I-95 out in Daytona there. There's also a couple accidents that might cause you some trouble. 429 southbound after Kelly Park Road. The right lane's blocked. Colonial Drive eastbound at Pine Hills Road. On the express lanes of I-4 eastbound near Florida's Turnpike, that's off to the shoulder. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
Are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, just a short drive from Orlando, right there next to Claremont. Now, if you love golf like I do, this place is special. Mission Resort is home to 2 championship courses. I love El Campeon, the Champion, founded in 1917, and one of the most historic and challenging courses in the Southeast. Book your tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Bianchi sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. But listen, it's not just about golf. We're talking tennis, pickleball, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. And when the day winds down, relax at the spa or grab an incredible meal at one of their on-site restaurants. And coming up, don't miss their Mother's Day Grand Brunch Buffet. Chef carving stations, made-to-order omelets, fresh seafood, incredible entrees, and a dessert spread that will blow you away. Oh, I'm already hungry. For brunch reservations, hotel stays, and tea times, visit missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort and Club. Your next great escape is closer than you think.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Orlando, this is it. Your last chance to see the Storm at home this regular season. Friday, May 22nd at 8 p.m., the Orlando Storm battle the DC Defenders at Inrinco Stadium. And the first 5,000 fans get a free Storm hat. Get tickets now at uflstorm.com/tickets.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers Only Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort. Score unbeatable deals on both. They make sleep easy.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando. I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
We are Orlando Sports Leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
Charlie XCX has a brand new song. And it's on the newly released playlist on the free iHeart Radio app. Your no-cost destination to hear all of the songs that were just released, including Kenny Chesney, Carry On, the Rolling Stones, Khalid and Lau, Farruko, and so much more. Open the free iHeartRadio app and search new to listen now. 969thegame.com.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz.
It wasn't Jamal Mosley who missed 23 shots in Game 6. It wasn't Jamal Mosley who grabbed 0 rebounds despite being 6'10", Wendell Carter Jr. It wasn't Jamal Mosley who scored 6 points in Game 7 as the starting point guard of the team, Jalen Suggs. This man was forced, based on the roster that was in front of him, to play Javon Carter and Jamal Cain serious minutes in this series. What are you expecting? The Magic were a stone's throw away from going to the next round. And you, as the fan, just signed off on the head coach that got you there, leaving the building. Try and remove your emotion from it. Are you really sure that was the best idea?
Listen to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the iHeart Radio app. It's UCF baseball on The Game as they face off with Big 12 rival Baylor with a 7:30 first pitch. Catch every minute right here on your exclusive home for UCF sports. FM 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and streaming on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Yeah, I've got an expectation to win every game we play. That's my expectation. Like I'm not comfortable with anybody going, hey, how many games are you comfortable winning this year? Like anybody that tells me, hey, bowl eligible, I'm like, yeah, we better be. Or I'll be on top of the stadium getting ready to do something stupid. Like, so.
That's Gator coach John Summerall. He ain't going to have to be on top of no stadium, jumping off the stadium, because he is on a recruiting heater right now. They are pushing hard, are the Gators, to be a top 5 class right now. If they get this 4-star running back this weekend like they're supposed to, his name's Andrew Beard, he's some big-time running back recruit, they'll be in the top 5. And the Gators currently have 13 commitments. They're ranked number 6 in the country in recruiting by both Rivals and 24/7. They're ranked ahead of Georgia, Ohio State, Miami. Ever heard of them? Huh?
I've heard of them. Yep.
And I realize recruiting in today's college football is different because obviously you have to balance developing the high school recruits and the high school players with getting the ready-made players out of the portal. But it sure seems like the top recruits in the country are starting to love this guy, John Summerall. More importantly, Gator boosters, the big money boosters, have fallen in love with him, and they're starting to open their wallets. I mean, we've said it. John Summerall, he's engaging, he's funny, he's bluntly honest. I think John Summerall is off to a great start, and this recruiting heater he's on is just another indication.
It's great. I mean, it's definitely good news. I am not going to poo-poo the idea that it's not a positive. What I will push back on is that it is not nearly, not even close to as positive as it used to be. Mm. And that is the holdup I have when I see our producer does this all the time with his Miami Hurricanes. He gets all excited about these recruits. And I see it from people online. Oh, I just got this. We got this 5-star. Are you sure it matters? Because there's 2 things working against your excitement. One of them is that those players might not stay. They could leave. The other thing that works against
it. They're commitments right now.
Also, the other thing working against it is that guy still comes in. You can't all of a sudden go from, I'm a 5-star coming out of high school. Now I'm a junior with years of experience. So guys that have lower stars but more experience that have already been playing college football are better college football players than you are. And your coach would rather have them playing on Saturday this upcoming season than you. And so those guys are going to play over you. So then it might not matter because those guys might not see the light of day. So you have those 2 things working, is that the player might not stay or the player might not play. And I mean, the numbers back this up. Indiana just won the national championship. 14 of their 22 starters didn't start at Indiana. And this is the trend. I mean, even Miami, who had a lot of homegrown talent, Miami's top defensive line, or one of their top defensive linemen, not Ruben Bain, but Mesidor, their top defensive back, Keontae Scott, their quarterback, Carson Beck, have the height of them. All of them came from somewhere else. Right. So if you got excited about a quarterback recruit at Miami, when's the last time a recruit at Miami played quarterback? So why bother getting excited about it? That's the thing.
Because here's why. Yes, you fill out your roster and plug the gaps with the portal, but you still have to develop high school players. You have to. You can't fill out your entire roster with the portal. But first of all, you wouldn't have enough money to do that, all right? Because the portal players are more expensive than the high school recruits. And here's the other thing. It is an indication. I mean, what do we talk about John Summerall all the time? Oh, man, the guy won the press conference. He's great in front of the press. Okay, well, this is an indication that he's great at something else. Not just winning the press conference. He's winning some recruiting battles. I mean, he beat Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia for this 5-star recruit, the best offensive lineman or one of the best offensive linemen in the country, Maxwell Hiller out of Pennsylvania. This guy's like big time. He's ready to come in. And so this is an indication that he's winning something other than the press conference. And here's the other thing. Gator fans have been beleaguered. He is, by going on this recruiting heater, he has given them hope. And what was it Andy Dufresne said? Remember Shawshank Redemption?
Of course.
Hope. Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies, Red. Okay? Remember that. He's giving Gator fans some hope here with having a top 5 recruiting class.
Definitely. I just think it's important to say that you should weight it differently than you weighted it in the past. Yeah. It used to be half the battle was recruiting, and then the other half was now you need to be good at coaching also. Well, now it's like a quarter of the battle. It's a third if you're being generous, but it's about a quarter of the battle now because the portal it's just as important, if not more important. Do you want to look inside the state? Florida State, 2023. Remember many, many, many years ago when they were a good football team? 10 of their 22 starters were portal guys.
Yeah,
that's basically 50%. So when I say half the battle, quarter of the battle, I'm not making these numbers up. I mean, if the good teams in college football, about half of their starters don't start at that college. So that means that 50%, that's half your job, are guys that you're not recruiting out of high school. So it used to be like 100%. So it's just not as important as it used to be. You can't get as excited as you once did about it, but it is a good sign.
You can't even give Gator fans a little bone, can you?
Just a little, yeah, but I am. But I just want you to understand that the bone is small. That's all.
You're giving them just a little piece of gristle off the bone. That's all you're doing.
Like, when you have a dog and you're cooking in the kitchen and they're looking up at you.
Yeah.
You're not going to give them the whole steak. You just cut a little piece at the end and you throw it on the floor. That's what this is. Good. No, it's a good thing. You should be happy. You wag your butt a little bit, More game on coming
Gator
up.
fans are wagging their butt, wagging their little tails.
Just a little bit more. Back with more next.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be back right after this.
All right, what are we on tonight over on Hard Rock Bet? Let's go ahead and take a peek. I do like these Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. First home game in the series for Minnesota. Well, they got blasted out of the sky in Game 2. This has been a feisty bunch here in the postseason. One of the other things I like to look at, one of my new favorite markets is series leader. I bet Tyrese Maxey to lead the series in scoring for Knicks Sixers, and then he led the game in scoring there in Game 2. You can also do game leaders. Donovan Mitchell, Game 3 of the Cavs-Pistons series, plus 180 to be the leading scorer in the game. He's done that already in Game 1 and Game 2. Get creative. They also have alternate prop options that are available now, a new feature within the app. There's never been a better time to sign up because Hard Rock has a brand new welcome offer. Bet $5 on any game. And if your first bet wins, you can also score $150 in bonus bets, a winning bet, and a boosted bankroll. Now, that's how you get the party started over on Hard Rock Bet. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833 Play wise.
Sports fans, it's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi, and as you know, I've been in some big venues in my life, but let me tell you something. The showroom at Aggressive Appliances, it's the Yankee Stadium of showrooms. 2 massive galleries, live kitchens, real appliances running. You don't stroll past boxes and hope for the best. You step into the big leagues. You want to hear that dishwasher just to make sure it won't wake up the whole house at midnight? Done. Want to feel how fast that oven preheats? Done. Want to taste ice from the fridge? Done. Try doing that at a big box warehouse. At Aggressive Appliances, you work one-on-one with seasoned pros, not somebody covering the paint aisle yesterday and refrigerators today. They know what fits your remodel, your decor, and your life. And when you buy, they deliver, they install, and they service it all in-house. No third parties, no call the manufacturer, just service. Don't shop passive, shop aggressive. Check them out at aggressiveappliances.com. That's aggressiveappliances.com.
If you care about predictions and props, right now, it's all about playoff pressure from the hardwood to the ice. BetOnline has always been the home of real sports wagering deep markets, sharp odds, and player props built for real fans. Basketball playoffs are heating up, stars taking over, series swinging on a single shot. And in hockey, it's all speed, grit, and sudden death moments where one goal changes everything. BetOnline delivers live betting and in-game odds that move with every bucket, every breakaway, every goal. BetOnline. Bet on.
Listen to 96.9 The Game in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play 96.9 The Game on iHeart Radio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Hey, Orlando, Brandon Kravitz here. The Orlando Magic are out of the playoffs, but you can be a winner. Our partner, Guarantee Media, is raffling off a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic, including hotel and airfare for just $99. To enter, simply text MAGIC to 96551. That's right, 4 days and 3 nights in the Caribbean, hotel and airfare included. You can't beat that, all for just $99. Sun, beaches, an unforgettable getaway for you and your family could be waiting for you. But don't wait. Spots are limited. Text MAGIC to 96551 right now for your chance to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic. Text MAGIC to 96551. The Magic season may be over, but your season of relaxing just got started. Text MAGIC to 96551. Do it now and get ready for the Caribbean.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today.
In a motorcycle accident, the details make all the difference.
Was the driver who hit you not paying attention?
Were there hazardous road conditions?
Were there eyewitnesses?
We don't depend on the accident report because it's not admissible in court. We conduct our own investigation.
And we know doctors who can testify to how the injuries will affect you for the rest of your life to try and get you the money that you'll need to take care of yourself. Farah and Farah.
Orlando.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mall of Millennia, and Waterford Lakes. Online, shopidc.com.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good night's sleep.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. For over 40 years, Gomez Plumbing has built a reputation for reliable service and honest workmanship. Whether it's a simple repair, a leaky faucet, clogged drain, or a complete whole home remodel or new construction, no project is too big or too small. My wife and I asked the Facebook page in the community that we live in for some suggestions for a good plumber when we moved out to Longwood, and the first and most frequent name that popped up was Gomez Plumbing, and boy was my community right. Very few things as reassuring as a homeowner than having a plumber that you can count on. But they don't just service my area, they service yours as well. From everyday plumbing fixes to major renovations, the experienced team at Gomez Plumbing is ready to get the job done right the first time. And when you call, Haley or Kimmy are going to be there to help, making sure that you have all of your needs met with friendly, personal service every step of the way. Choose the name that Central Florida has trusted for generations. Schedule your next service with Gomez Plumbing and let that stress wash away.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Hey there, Central Florida. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Friday night forecast. Still keeping tabs on some storms that are fizzling out as we head through the rest of the overnight tonight. Looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies as we round out the work week. And for the weekend ahead, we are still going to be seeing some scattered showers on tap both Saturday and Sunday for Mother.
Guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top or unbeatable deals on both. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Felt like you missed something this morning?
It's becoming a disgusting habit at this point.
You did. You can listen while you get ready in the morning.
Wake up with us.
Just tell Alexa to play 96.9 The Game. Welcome back to the premier afternoon sports show in the state of Florida. Game On with Mike Bianchi and Brandon Kravitz.
Songs about mama today, a pre-Mother's Day edition of Game On. What do you appreciate about your mom? Text in 50857 or hit us up in the Rage Cage. I don't know if you want to rage about your mom, but if you want to do that too, I mean, we're all ears.
I could rage about my dad, who left my mom.
Well, we'll save that for June. We got that for June, okay? Don't waste our June content now. We've got a whole show for how bad Bianchi's dad was, all ready to go in the queue. There were the files released. The government has released files about
the UFOs.
On the UFOs.
Yeah.
Did you watch the videos?
No. Were you talking about the ones you sent?
Yeah. There's one across a cornfield. There's a little streak in the sky. There was one by the moon recently.
Yeah, well, it's like,
I'd totally buy it.
What, just like some light? Oh, look, there's light.
No, it's light. Could be a ship.
Could be just some comet doing something weird.
Well, it'd be weird if a comet was streaking through Indiana.
Some asteroid. Huh?
Hi.
That's an asteroid. No, I believe in, I do believe in
extraterrestrial life.
Well, I don't know if it's actually been to Earth, but
I know they've been to Earth.
How do you know?
Because one of them plays center for the San Antonio Spurs.
Right.
All right, it's time for our coach quote. Let's hit it, Mosley.
This is Jamal Mosley, head coach of the Orlando Magic, and this is your daily coach quote of the day.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get a new one. It's in production. Today's is, of course, about moms. I couldn't settle on one, so I pulled 3 different quotes. You tell me which one you like the best.
Okay.
A mother's hug lasts long after she is let go. Nice, sweet quote about mom. If at first you don't succeed, try doing it the way your mother told you to do it in the beginning. Another nice little mother quote. And then this might be my personal favorite. A mother is a person who sees that there's only 4 pieces of pie for 5 people and promptly announces that she didn't care for pie in the first place.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is Mother's Day quotes.
Always like the one, if being a mother was so easy, fathers would do it.
I think that one is that's a quote from the Golden Girls. Great show. Yeah, being I can say as somebody who is now new to this experience, it's not easy being a dad, but it's a whole lot easier than being a mom. And it's, I mean, in the littlest examples, I can be outside, I'm playing with my son, we're throwing the ball around, we're chasing a kite. If he falls on his knee, just sprints to mom. Now this book has become mom's I was just outside playing with a soccer ball, and now she's cleaning up blood in the kitchen. That's the difference between mom and dad.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that was the experience you had with your dad, right?
My mom, I used to always say to my mom, I saw this quote somewhere. It was when dear Helen was alive, and she did raise 7 kids by herself. After dad left the family, I used to always say, Mom, you not only bring home the bacon, you fry it up too.
7 kids. God bless your mom. That is incredible.
Can you imagine?
No, cannot.
Yeah.
Text in anything you want. It's a free-for-all Friday, 50857. You can get us going on just about anything. I've not yet. Oh, yeah, I do have the text line up. Here we go. Got one here that says... happy Friday, guys. This may be off topic, but I did want to mention Mo's firing is justified because of what we saw in Game 6. Eventually, in Game 7 was the result of what we've seen over the last 2 years. People still making the case. Guys, he's already lost his job.
Right. Hey.
You won the battle. Let it go.
By the way,
know when you've made the sale, they say in sales.
So we talked about this the other day. I've been you know where to find all these advanced analytics and stuff like that. And this isn't even advanced, all right? What was the big complaint that fans had about Mosley? Couldn't make halftime adjustments, right? Third quarters. Were the Magic, what's the analytics say? Were the Magic terrible in third quarters? I don't know.
I mean, I don't even know if this qualifies as an analytic, but I can look up what their third quarter scoring differential was.
Yeah, I would like to know. I would like to see that because
you give me.
You would think
10 seconds
based on all the complaints that they must have been terrible. And again, shame on me for not knowing the Magic's third quarter statistics.
From my little eye test, they didn't look great in the third quarter. Saw a lot of Magic games this year.
Yeah. Again.
It did feel like that, but that is why numbers are important, because numbers tell you what's actually happening. Your eyes tell you what you think is happening. The Magic were minus 0.5 in third quarters throughout the regular season.
What does that mean?
They lost overall on the entire body of the season.
0.5.
They lost the third quarter, and all the third quarters they played by a grand total of 0.5 point, which is middle of the road. It's at the bottom end of middle of the road. It's 19th in the league. OKC is the best. They're +3. So we're talking about very small margins here.
Is there good teams that are below the Magic?
Atlanta is the only good team below the Magic.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean there is something to that. Okay. But the number is not as overwhelming as you would think. I'll look up more quarter by quarter.
No. I only wanted the third.
We'll continue to dive into your texts on a free-for-all Friday right after this.
Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be right back after this.
We all know the championship teams understand one thing: protect the home field. That's exactly why I just had Burton Smart Home and Security Systems install a brand new system at my house. Look, when it comes to protecting my family and my loved ones, I want the best. And I want local experts, not some national chain where you're talking to somebody 5 states away trying to explain what kind of system works
in Florida. And I definitely didn't want to go the do-it-yourself route. My family's safety belongs in the hands of professionals, not amateurs like me. Burton's been protecting Central Florida homes and businesses for more than 25 years. They came out, gave me a free consultation, designed a customized system specifically for my home. We're talking encrypted HD cameras, smart locks, motion sensors, smoke monitoring, and full smart home integration, all controlled right on my cell phone. I can even monitor my house while I'm sitting in the press box or traveling anywhere in the world. Right now, you can get a free doorbell camera with their video package. Give them a call, 407-349-4040, or visit bshsecurity.com. Tell them Mike Bianchi, the Bulldog, sent you license number EF2-0001584. Burton Smart Home and Security, because defense wins championships at home, too.
Disabled vehicle reported I-4 eastbound before the beach line. It is off to the side of the road. Doesn't seem to be causing any problems. Crash on 27 southbound at Dundee Road. Also, accident blocking the left lane. I-4 westbound at World Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
Your freedom is everything, and the Trey Flynn Law Office is here to preserve it when the stakes are high. Trey is board certified at the state and federal level and is committed to winning and working for you. Trey is a trusted member of the Central Florida community. He's as polished and experienced a lawyer as you will find, and he's got all the stats to back it up. In sports, bad calls change games. In court, they change lives. Call Trey Flynn Law when you need a win in the clutch. 407-557-6350 or visit TreyFlynn.com.
This report is sponsored by OUC. OUC is proud to be known as the reliable one. Based on the most recent PSC data from Florida's investor-owned utilities, OUC ranked #1 in the state for reliability. Your power, our priority. Learn more at ouc.com/reliability.
It's spring out here and time to get to work. At Tractor Supply, we've got what you need. Mowers, spreaders, and tillers, soil, mulch, seeds, and plants with low prices every day. Dig into spring at Tractor Supply.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers Only Cigar of the Week. Brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown, Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I've been talking about Better Edge for years prior to prediction markets flooding the landscape. So who do you think the real innovators were? Greg and James aren't billionaires who hide behind computer screens. They're market disruptors, and they've created a product that actually helps sports bettors get down wagers and succeed at a higher rate. Your friends might not care about the best price in the market, but you should. It's the only way to be successful long term, and having Better Edge as part of your portfolio is the sharpest bet you can make today. Go to betteredge.com today to learn more.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. Full send. Family fun. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Brought to you by B80 Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan. Visit monsterjam.com today.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text radio to 64,000. Text radio to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's radio to 64,000.
Hey guys, Chef Justin with Fresh from Florida here, reminding you that the best part of summer is already here. Locally grown, fresh from Florida watermelon. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
Follow The Game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-3.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Are you ready for a weekend getaway that's got something for everyone? Then pack your bags and head to Mission Resort and Club in beautiful Howie in the Hills, just a short drive from Orlando, right there next to Claremont. Now, if you love golf like I do, this place is special. Mission Resort is home to 2 championship courses. I love El Campeon, the champion, founded in 1917 and one of the most historic and challenging courses in the Southeast. Book your tee times, and when you check in at the pro shop, tell them Bianchi sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls. But listen, it's not just about golf. We're talking tennis, pickleball, or rent a boat at the marina and explore the largest chain of lakes in Florida. And when the day winds down, relax at the spa or grab an incredible meal at one of their on-site restaurants. And coming up, don't miss their Mother's Day Grand Brunch Buffet. Chef carving stations, made-to-order omelets, fresh seafood, incredible entrees, and a dessert spread that will blow you away. Oh, I'm already hungry. For brunch reservations, hotel stays, and tea times, visit missionresortandclub.com. Mission Resort and Club, your next great escape is closer than you think.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. It's a free-for-all Friday. Let your voice be heard and see what you can get Bianchi and Kravitz all fired up about. Text us at 50857 or hit us up on the iHeart Radio Talkback. Now back to Game On.
Welcome back to the show, Free for All Friday here on Game On. Bianchi, Kravitz, Jaden Grimes on the 1s and 2s. Text in 50857. You can also hit us up in the Rage Cage on the iHeart Radio Talkback. Got one when the show started today. We were talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder and how they compare historically to other great teams in the NBA. This one says, you can't, I hate when people say this, you can't compare the Thunder to the Bulls. Rule changes. The game has changed significantly since the 1990s. Well, of course you can. Yes, you can. You add that to the discussion, and then you still compare them.
Yeah, the rules, just like back then, were the same for everybody, just like the rules now are the same for everybody. The Thunder are the best of the best with the rules as they are today, just like the Bulls were the best of the best of the rules they were from yesteryear.
We're not talking about putting the Bulls on the court with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're saying relative to how they were in their era and then relating that to this era, is it comparable? I think when people get into the discussion of, well, you can't do that, it's like we're not trying to put LeBron James in a one-on-one situation with Bill Russell. We're saying when you played, this is how dominant you were, and then when you played, this is how dominant you were, and then comparing those in their specific eras. I think that's how you do it.
And the Thunder obviously are going to have to win a bunch more championships.
Yes, the Bulls had 6. The Thunder have 1.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about the Bulls at their best, what did it look like comparatively? This is kind of what it looked like.
Yeah.
In terms of just steamrolling the competition where you don't even see a path for these other teams. It really is amazing when you go back to last year in the NBA Finals that the Pacers were able to push this team to a 7th game. We'll see what it looks like when it gets a little bit tougher. But, yeah, right now, looking pretty good.
Does Bianchi have another colonoscopy, or is he preparing for something else? I guess that's in reference to my
bone broth, probably.
No, it's just that I do intermittent fasting, and usually when I come into the studio, there's something to eat in the cafeteria.
You were banking on that?
Yeah.
This is the golden rule of all golden rules. It's like going outside without an umbrella on a cloudy day, guaranteed it's going to rain. When you show up to this building expecting free food and banking on it, I'm not going to eat lunch. There will be something at the office. I promise you there will never be anything at the office.
Look what I brought.
You got boxes of bone broth.
Bone broth. It was
Look at
BOGO
that.
at Publix today.
Oh, my God. You lucky man. You lucky man, you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I did go and check out the protein shakes in the refrigerator just because I was curious what Mike was going to be walking into. They're good until 2027.
I'm
You've
grabbing
got
one.
months to go and grab those.
What about this text? Between the 3 of you, who would win each individual challenge? Shotgun a beer the fastest, max weight squatted, and fastest mile run.
Okay.
I got the beer, guys.
I'm definitely not winning the last one.
Yeah, Kravitz has never beaten me in an athletic endeavor, and I don't think Jaden Grimes would beat me in an athletic endeavor either.
You know, if you give me some like stretching time, I think I got you in a race.
In a mile?
Oh, a mile. Oh, I don't know about a mile. You're gonna have to give me like a month to prepare.
What about
for that.
Bianchi's winning the mile.
That's why I could.
What about the 50? No, I would beat you in a sprint as well. Even at my
No, a short sprint. I think I got you.
I think I would. The only one that I'm confident I would win in is the max weight squatted. I think I'd win that one.
Yeah, you got
some strong legs.
Yeah, you got those big calves. You could probably win that.
Yeah. They call this one Donovan, this one James Harden. That's how big these calves are.
Big
Okay.
old Clydesdale calves.
Hear me clopping on my way to the studio.
That's when we had the 50-yard dash, I could hear you clopping behind me.
It's the only reason why I'm not hard on Luka Doncic. He's out with that hamstring injury. I pulled my hamstring racing you, and I don't think I could have played in an NBA game later that day.
I've never been able to shotgun a
I've
beer.
never been great at that, but if you two suck at it, I think I could beat you.
Oh, I got you guys. That's
Is
the
that
one
your
I'm
thing?
taking home. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
taking that one home.
Oh, so we all have our own. We all have our own little competition that we would win. Look at that. All right, who would come in last place
in the shotgun?
Who would come in last place in the mile? Would that be me? That'd
probably.
Me. Yeah, with my big strong legs. Got another one that says it doesn't take much for Binky to fall in love with a coach.
That's true.
How did you feel about Billy? Did you fall in love with Billy Napier?
I never fell in love with him. I thought he was organized and was gonna. I thought he had a plan and was gonna. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be successful. But
Disorganized could be one of the best ways to describe him too.
Right.
Yeah, you would have lost all of your fall in love with the guy at the press conference credibility if you fell in love with him because he was dry.
Yeah.
Drier than milk toast, as they say on the text line. Bianchi is buying and selling some stocks when we return at the top of the hour. We have Anna Escamani, who's joining us later on in the show as well, local politician who has come out in full support of the Orlando baseball campaign. So we'll talk to her about that coming up at 5 o'clock. Loaded Friday show still to get to. Right now, we'll take a step to the side for our friends over at Fox Sports Radio.
Buy it, sell it. Call it like it is. It's Bianchi Stocks.
It is time to move the market. Time for Bianchi's Stocks. Hit the music. We'll start in the world of basketball, Mike. Austin Reeves was quite upset with the officiating after Game 2 in OKC. Should we be buying stock in the Lakers marching to the free throw line after bending the ear of the officials heading into Game 3? Did you see the video after the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah. I mean, J.J. Redick's complaining about the officials, saying LeBron's not officiated right. Obviously, Austin Reeves is complaining. Let's face it, the NBA wants the Lakers to at least have a brief appearance in this series, all right? So, yeah, the Lakers are good for the ratings. When you have guys like Redick, LeBron, and Austin Reeves complaining, then the officials will take notice and will march the Lakers to the free throw line.
I would typically agree with you, but the way that Austin Reeves was going at John Goble, the head official, I think that's going to work against them. I don't know if he's going to be on the crew when they play again tomorrow, but these guys, it's a fraternity with these guys, the officials. And when you see a player that's chewing out an official, they'll go, oh, I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Lakers have already not been getting the whistle in this series. So that whole thought process of, well, they're the Lakers and the NBA wants to extend the series. Well, hell, if they wanted to do that, they should have been blowing some whistles already.
Right.
They're kind of behind the 8 ball. And I'm talking, this is a big if LeBron James and the Lakers were able to come back and win this series against OKC, would you buy up all of the remaining stock in the LeBron over Jordan debate? Would that be a clincher for you? Would you buy that stock?
Now, do the Lakers go on and win the championship?
Nope. The buck stops there.
Ooh, wow.
Down 2 games against the best team in the NBA.
That. I mean, I think it's close anyways. I think it's close anyways with LeBron and Jordan. And I understand Michael Jordan won 6 titles and LeBron only has, 4?
Yep.
He has 4 titles. I understand that. And championships aren't everything. LeBron, in my mind, has taken lesser teams, and not the Heatles, obviously, but the Cavs team he won with, even though he had Kyrie Irving. I just think LeBron is overall more talented, and I think he makes the team around him better because of his skill set. So, yeah, I would buy that.
And if you're in the pro LeBron camp, he's also been doing it a lot longer.
Right.
A lot longer. He's got longevity on his side. Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless are back together on First Take. I cannot believe I am breaking the news to you.
Yeah.
You're Mr. ESPN Talking Head Show.
Was that today?
They were on today together.
I missed it.
I think it's I think they're back. I don't know if it's weekly. Is this just a one-time thing?
Pretty sure it's just a one-off.
Was it just a one-off?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, I thought it was
I usually watch First Take, but I was running errands today.
Yeah, they were on today. I saw them going back and forth with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back together after having your own show and being apart for years. What losers, Mike? Am I right?
Right.
Okay. Should we buy stock in, well, this might be useless now, but should we buy stock in First Take with the potential bump in viewership, or is this the time to sell based on the desperation of, they must be down in the ratings if they feel like they have to do this. So are you buying or selling stock in First Take?
Sell. To me, Skip Bayless has become sort of, I'm looking,
punchline?
No, not that, but he's become of the pairing, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is sort of like the Garfunkel to Simon and Garfunkel to me, or the Hall of Hall and Oates, or the Oates of Hall and Oates, because
that was the one with the tambourine.
Yeah. Skip Bayless is sort of the forgotten. Stephen A. Smith is huge. Stephen A. Smith.
And he's good. Whether you like him or not, he's really good.
I think he's a broadcasting genius, and the guy is not just a sports broadcaster. The guy is now a political commentator. He's doing these political shows now. He's on Fox News a lot. I mean, the guy is incredible.
I don't know how he does it. A quick aside, as somebody who does the sports thing for a living, it takes all the energy, mental space that I have to fully understand, and I even fall short with that, to understand what we are talking about every day in the other shows that I do. And Stephen A. Smith, I think, is busier than I am.
Oh.
And then on top of it, so that if you were to stop and ask me a political question, I'd be like, I honestly have no idea. And he'll go on shows and talk about it.
I've said this before. I think Stephen A. Smith is going to run for president someday. I mean, he is bombastic. He's great in front of a microphone. I mean, he's a black Donald Trump is what he is. I mean, he could definitely persuade voters to vote for him.
Well, I mean, now that's all it takes. Right. It's just to have a personality and be good on a microphone.
Bombastic, right? That's right.
Say crazy things. All right. The government has released some UFO files from their vault. You can see things streaking across the night sky, flying by the moon. Should we buy stock in bunkers and hideouts since there is an inevitable alien invasion looming?
Oh, sell.
Sell.
No, they're not going to. I don't think the aliens are necessarily going to be mean. There are aliens out there. I do believe that. But who's to say they're going to be mean aliens? I think they'll be nice aliens. If anything, if we found out there were aliens, we'd be the ones trying to bomb them. They wouldn't be trying to bomb us. Okay?
Well, that could be why they end up going after us, is we attacked them first, and they were just going to come and give a peace offering.
Yeah. We attack them with our bombs, and then they just vaporize us with like one flash of light.
I come from the planet Lars. Have you met my cousin, Victor Wembanyama? Mystery solved. Darren Peterson, hotshot NBA prospect out of Kansas, claims that it was creatine that was causing his frequent cramping issues in college. Not good PR for the creatine industry. Should we be selling stock in creatine, GNC, and Vitamin Shop?
No. Why? Because Peterson says he was cramping because of it?
Yeah, this is not good for the creatine. Is in a right now. Creatine is in a rise.
Sell.
A bit of a creatine renaissance going on right now.
Yeah,
this could hurt it.
I mean, back in my heavy lifting days, I took creatine.
That's what got me going.
Yeah. And I never had any cramping issues with creatine.
I kind of want to get back on it.
I think it's good for you, isn't it?
I think it's good. I think people use it for help with their mental synapses.
Yeah, no, creatine's fine. I mean, Darren Peterson's the one that has the image problem, not creatine.
Okay, good point. Well, he will be part of the NBA draft coming up in June. NBA draft lottery is coming up on Sunday. Should we buy stock in this being the last time that we see the NBA lottery done in its current form, where you have 3 teams with a 14% chance?
Absolutely. Okay. Adam Silver gone to war against tanking, as he should. Again, I don't understand the proposed new rules, but they are going to make it much harder or much more penal if you're tanking. You're not going to be able to just naturally get a great draft pick from tanking.
14% chance, Brooklyn, Washington, Indiana. That'll be over the weekend. Juwan Jennings has signed with the Minnesota Vikings. He was one of the last remaining free agents with somewhat of a big name, at least for us fantasy freaks. Kyler Murray's the new quarterback. They still have Justin Jefferson. They got that coach we all like, Kevin O'Connell. They're kind of interesting. Should we buy Vikings stock?
Buy. Every year, I draft Kyler Murray as my fantasy quarterback because I think he's mobile here, and he always disappoints me. I think finally being with a really good offensive coach with a really good offensive talent around him, I think he's going to have a breakout year. And Juwan Jennings, he put up some stats. in San Francisco. Justin Jefferson, nothing needs to be said about him. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a huge year for the Vikings.
I'm with you. Let's slide Kyler Murray up that draft board after all this news. I like that. That right there, Bianchi's stocks. Up next, Bianchi and I throw some more takes in a blender. I'm going to see if I can get them raging on a certain topic. You'll see which one that is coming up next.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, coin. That's coin. Enter it now.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Let's talk about playing defense against Florida's toughest opponent, the summer heat. It's relentless. Have you been outside today? It's relentless. It's aggressive. And if your home isn't ready, it's scoring big on your comfort and your wallet. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows step up like a championship defense. They're engineered to keep your home cool, reduce energy loss, and take pressure off of your AC system. And with Fibrex material that won't warp or crack or fade, these windows are built for the long haul. They also provide protection against storms with impact-resistant glass, because in Florida, you've got to be ready for anything. Right now, Renewal by Anderson is giving you options. Take 20% off your entire project or go with 24 months of special financing. No money down, no interest, no payments. That's a win either way. So whether you're in Central Florida, the Gulf Coast, or in Jacksonville, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets quality.
Disabled vehicle reported I-4 eastbound before the beach line. It is off to the side of the road. Doesn't seem to be causing any problems. Crash on 27 southbound at Dundee Road. Also an accident blocking the left lane. I-4 westbound at World Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
Escape the ordinary and unleash your inner tiki god over at Bananas Axe Cabana, Orlando's premier axe-throwing venue. Immerse yourself in the vibrant tropical atmosphere and learn the legend of Captain Bananas. At Bananas, they have 16 tropical-themed lanes and plenty of seating for food and drink. Great place to go hang out with the crew. Don't miss out on a great time. Go and find them. It's Bananas Axe Cabana, 407-951-1148. Bananas Axe Cabana, the premier axe-throwing lounge.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Meta World Peace. What's up, man?
Nah, that's not my name anymore, thanks to Hard Rock Bet.
We're doing this again, are we?
Now I go by meta, over rebounds, under assists, method of first basket, free throw, piece.
Huh. So you really can same-game parlay practically anything now on Hard Rock Bet.
It's the only place I play these days.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, Orlando, Brandon Kravitz here. The Orlando Magic are out of the playoffs, but you can be a winner. Our partner, Guarantee Media, is raffling off a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic, including hotel and airfare for just $99. To enter, simply text MAGIC to 96551. That's right, 4 days and 3 nights in the Caribbean, hotel and airfare included. You can't beat that, all for just $99. Sun, beaches, an unforgettable getaway for you and your family could be waiting for you. But don't wait. Spots are limited. Text MAGIC to 96551 right now for your chance to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night stay in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic. Text MAGIC to 96551. The Magic season may be over, but your season of relaxing just got started. Text MAGIC to 96551. Do it now and get ready for the Caribbean.
Mother's Day, this Sunday. Gifts I needed? Multiple. Time I had? Basically none. Was I stressed? Absolutely. Until I came to Macy's. Because now I'm finding gifts that feel thoughtful. A designer handbag, beautiful fine jewelry, great beauty gift sets that don't need to be wrapped. One trip to Macy's, and it looks like I planned it all along. Hurry in and save on the perfect gift at Macy's Mother's Day sale today.
We are Orlando's sports leader, broadcasting live from the FM 96.9 The Game studio. Brought to you by the Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Doing real estate differently. TheNickleyGroup.com.
A win is a win. A win is a win. Yep, that's me, Clifford Taylor IV. And on my new podcast, The Clifford Show, I'm bringing you raw, unfiltered conversations with your favorite athletes, creators, and media personalities. Each week, we'll talk about sports, life, mental health, purpose, and even music. The Clifford Show is not just a conversation, it's a celebration.
Search The Clifford Show on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
I don't know about you, but I can't stand when I see creepy crawlies all over my house. That's why I have to have a pest control provider that doesn't just treat the pest problem, they solve it. You can keep your home protected from the bugs all year long. Get yourself a termite bond while you're at it. Tell them that Brandon Kravitz and Mike Bianchi from Game On sent you by. Get 10% off of your initial service. Burn Pest is a family-run operation right here in our backyard in Central Florida. Go and find them online easily, and don't stress about these pests anymore. It's burnpests.com.
969thegame.com.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Orlando's hometown sports station. This is 96.9 The Game, AM 740, and the free iHeart Radio app. Now back to Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
Come on, man. And with the local DBC news, Evan Cool J with a triumphant comeback for us. But tonight, don't call it a comeback.
Mama said knock you out. Happy pre-Mother's Day to the mamas out there listening to the show. I know it's not our key demographic, but if you have taken some time to listen to us, we appreciate it here on Game On. I'm just going to dive right into it, Mike. Well, I don't know why teams keep falling for this trap, but James Harden. Why teams feel like, oh, I know, break glass in case of emergency. We'll just trade for James Harden. He's not a winner. He's an all-time scorer. He's an all-time passer. 9th leading scorer in NBA history. 12th leading passer, assist-wise, in NBA history. He is a no-doubt shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. I will not hear otherwise. But he is also a Hall of Fame flameout in the playoffs. There are 3 teams in the second apron, the dreaded second apron in the NBA. One of them is the Golden State Warriors. That's because they spent so much money on the dynasty that they had. So I'm going to give them a free pass. They're just paying for championships that they've already won. No problem. The other team is the Knicks. They look like they're on the doorstep of potentially competing for a championship this year. The third is the Cavs. And the Cavs might get smoked out of the second round by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it really frustrates me as a Magic fan watching the Pistons do this, because I'm pretty confident the Magic could have done this to Cleveland as well. The Pistons, this is advanced, you like advanced stats, like this is from Brian Windhorst on his Hoop Collective podcast. I was listening to that this morning. The Pistons were 7 for 7 on drives when James Harden was the primary defender. That has never happened since they started tracking that in the 13 years they've been tracking that data. When a player would drive on James Harden as their primary defender, they were perfect from the field. The guy is a traffic cone.
Well, that's never happened before.
No player has ever had that good of a shooting percentage on drives against one individual player since they started tracking this stuff. He's a traffic cone. And then on top of it, he's turnover prone as well.
Yeah.
And Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell's not blameless here. He was cold at the end of the game, but Donovan Mitchell's been a great playoff performer. This is consistent. It doesn't matter if he's on Brooklyn, if he's on the Clippers, if he's on the Rockets. He's been doing this his whole career, and teams continue to fall for it. And I say this, that's a national scope. I am also saying this to Magic fans because right around free agency, right around the trade deadline, you all start throwing the same names out there, the same kind of questions. This is the trap, the honey trap that you never want to fall in, because now you're up against it with the cap. And then it becomes so punitive to make any move from here on out. They are stuck with this guy that I guarantee you will not win them a championship. And he's so expensive. And
how many years do they have left with him?
I don't know the answer.
I don't think he has a long-term deal, but I get you. Yeah, just watching last night, he is a turnover machine. He had a huge turnover right near the end of the game. Yeah, the beard should be called, I'm trying to think of a nickname. The beard should be called the Sheard because he's getting stripped all the time, right? It seems like he gets stripped of the ball a lot.
Yeah, he has a problem with the Pistons' physicality and having him on the floor. I feel like when I've been watching them, the minutes when Dennis Schroeder is in with Donovan Mitchell, they've been better. And the Cavs didn't shoot the ball well last night. And it probably changes and they flip back to Cleveland. They've been a much better home team throughout the playoffs, but it doesn't matter. That's the conclusion that I have drawn on the Cavs is what I already kind of knew going into the postseason. As long as James Harden is a guy you're relying on to put you over the top, you're not going to win. You're just not. There are those guys in basketball that I just don't think you can win with, and he is one of them.
Don't disagree.
That's my rage today.
My rage is the way. And it's not just Austin Reeves. We talked about how he yelled. What was the official's name he yelled at last night?
John Goble.
Just the way players in every sport, really, and coaches, how they treat officials. When did it become okay to just totally disrespect officials, cuss at them, yell at them, complain about them? I really don't think it used to be like that back in the day.
I think it was. I don't think it was as frequent. I think that's what's changed. I think it's the frequency of it.
And the Lakers are complaining about officials J.J. Redick said something last night about Oklahoma City, which I love about Oklahoma City. Here's what J.J. Redick said about Oklahoma City. Quote, I think some of the reason that they're officiated the way they are is because they don't show emotion. And that's a credit to them. I mean, they really take the emotion out of the game. They're super tight-knit. They don't complain to the officials, and maybe they're the beneficiaries of that, end quote. Well, maybe they are. Well, maybe they are. You treat somebody like garbage, guess what? That may have an effect on how they treat you.
That's why I'm worried about Austin Reeves in Game 3. I think he might be able to get mugged, and the referees are going to go,
People, I don't care what field you're in, and I realize officials are supposed to be able to remove themselves, but people want to be treated with respect. They don't want to be disrespected and showed up.
Well,
and that's what happens in every sport. I've been at college basketball games and I heard like coaches. The worst I ever heard was one of the coaches called an official a low rent bleep it. Just a low rent bleep vulture, and just vile stuff.
Never mind the fact that in the end, it's awful. And I think that real quick to that point, I think the biggest problem that I have with all of the complaining isn't even so much it happening in the moment or what's said to the officials. It's that I know that when it happens at the pro level, it trickles down. It trickles down to college. You see it more. It trickles down to high school. And then that trickles down to Pee-wee, Little League. And it becomes a culture. Kids are watching. I watched basketball in the 90s. I was 10. I did whatever I saw. Right. I tried to shoot like MJ. If I was 10 now, I would be running up to officials go, I can't believe you called a foul on that, because that's what I'm watching. I think that's the biggest problem.
I was watching the one during the Magic Pistons game. I wish I remember who the player was. But there was a foul, and it was Goga. It was Goga. And he fouled the guy and he raised his hand. Like they used to in the old days. Yeah. That was me.
I did that.
Huh? That's how they used to do it. Whenever you got fouled, whenever you committed a foul, it was almost like you had to raise your hand. Like that was me.
And then so to the OKC point, last point on this, why I think it has benefited them. So what J.J. Redick is saying, they don't complain and they benefit from that. They not only benefit from that from the psychological human aspect that the referees are going to be more, they're going to give them a little bit more leeway because they're not chirping in their ear the whole game, but it's also
a bunch of a-holes.
But it's also a focus thing. You're going up against some of the best athletes in the world. 0.5 seconds is a lifetime for certain moves and getting yourself in defensive position or getting back on offense. And if you're spending any of that time and energy complaining to the official, you're not getting back. The OKC doesn't worry about it, and they just get back on defense. I can't tell you how many times this year I have seen the Magic give up a bucket because you got someone on the other end that's talking to the official. Right. Get back on defense. That stuff would drive me crazy. Mark Daigneault has done a really good job of convincing his guys, you're not going to win that battle. Just play basketball. Up next, we're going to hear the best audio from the biggest names in the game mic'd up on the way. Next.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz.
There's a lot of things I love about Ziegler air conditioning, but one of the most refreshing things I love about them, when you call them up, a real person answers the phone. No endless phone trees, no press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3 for this. No, you call them and you're going to hear Meredith's voice on the other end, and she'll get the ball rolling on whatever you need. And when the technicians show up, they're focused on doing good work, not pushing sales. They're non-commissioned, which means their goal is simple. Keep your system running efficiently. That includes a full 25-point maintenance inspection, clearing the drain lines, replacing the filters, lubricating the parts, cleaning the system so it's ready when Florida's brutal heat hits. And believe me, it is hitting right now as we speak. It was 96 degrees yesterday, and it's no wonder. Jason and his team at Ziegler Air have been cooling Central Florida for 40 years because they're like a great car mechanic, all right? You find a good one and you keep him for the rest of your life. Give them a call, 407-245-8765, 407-245-8765. Ziegler Air Conditioning. Don't ever lose your cool.
For over 40 years, Gomez Plumbing has built a reputation for reliable service and honest workmanship. Whether it's a simple repair, a leaky faucet, clogged drain, or a complete whole home remodel or new construction, no project is too big or too small. My wife and I asked the Facebook page in the community that we live in for some suggestions for a good plumber when we moved out to Longwood, and the first and most frequent name that popped up was Gomez Plumbing, and boy was my community right. Very few things as reassuring as a homeowner than having a plumber that you can count on. But they don't just service my area, they service yours as well. From everyday plumbing fixes to major renovations, the experienced team at Gomez Plumbing is ready to get the job done right the first time. And when you call, Haley or Kimmy are going to be there to help, making sure that you have all of your needs met with friendly, personal service every step of the way. Choose the name that Central Florida has trusted for generations. Schedule your next service with Gomez Plumbing and let that stress wash away.
Orlando, this is your last chance to see the Storm at home in the regular season. Friday, May 22nd at 8 p.m. The Orlando Storm take on the DC Defenders at the Inter-Co Stadium. It's hats off to the Heroes Night as we honor the brave men and women who serve our community and our country. Be there for hard-hitting football, a playoff push, and an electric Friday night under the lights. Plus, the first 5,000 fans get a free Orlando Storm hat. Tickets start at just $16. Get yours now at UFLstorm.com. That's UFLstorm.com. Join the Storm. Experience the chaos.
If you care about predictions and props, right now, it's all about playoff pressure from the hardwood to the ice. BetOnline has always been the home of real sports wagering deep markets, sharp odds, and player props built for real fans. Basketball playoffs are heating up, stars taking over, series swinging on a single shot. And in hockey, it's all speed, grit, and sudden death moments where one goal changes everything. BetOnline delivers live betting and in-game odds that move with every bucket, every breakaway, every goal. BetOnline. Bet on.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Choosing the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Visit markspain.com to find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home and skip the hassles of cleaning and costly repairs. One of our clients, Chris, said, selling our 16-year-old home was quick thanks to the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. We avoided the stress of showings, constant cleaning, and negotiations. Their guaranteed offer was beyond what we were hoping for. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Orlando. By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from iQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created iQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text radio to 64,000. Text radio to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's radio to 64,000.
Join us daily on 96.9 The Game for your Embers Only Cigar of the Week. Brought to you by Corona Cigar Company. Luxury cigar lifestyle, fine spirits, and relaxation await at your nearest Corona Cigar. Dr. Phillips, downtown, Heathrow, or online at coronacigar.com.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Florida men's basketball will play in an expanded Players Era Festival in Las Vegas. Gators will be in a bracket with fellow powers Houston and Kansas. As for the Rays, they'll try to stay hot tonight in Boston. Tampa Bay opened their 4-game set with a 7th straight win yesterday. And the NFL getting set to release their 2026 schedule. That'll happen next Thursday, as slate will feature a record 9 international games. I'm Scott Davidson.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Allstate.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Orlando's new home for Florida State football is AM 810 Fox Sports Radio Orlando. Hear every game live on AM 810 or search Fox Sports Radio Orlando on the free iHeart Radio app. Coaches, players, GMs, everyone's got an opinion these days. Let's hear from the biggest names in the game. It's time for Mic'd Up.
Mic'd Up brought to you by Mother's Day. We're playing Mother's Day music all show long. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. All right, text in anything nice about your mom. We want to hear about your mom. Also use the Rage Cage as well. All right, let's start mic'd up with Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, the mayor of the entire county that Orlando is located in, was asked yesterday about the Orlando Dreamers and the effort to bring Major League Baseball to Orlando, and he was asked if he's behind it.
Do you want the Dreamers to be a reality?
I would love to see professional baseball in our community, but the numbers have to look right for us. It cannot just happen on the backs of the people who live here, or the people who make money, the billionaires. They have to be able to put money into this to make it right for all of us.
Okay. All right. He would love to see it here. I just want somebody to say, let's make this happen. That's what I want. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Not like, yeah, I would love to see it, but.
We have Anna Escamani on at 5:00. It's my number one question. If you don't ask it, I will. Is why? Why are local politicians so slow to support something that would be such a massive benefit to the community? I wonder why. And I assume it's it's either money or they don't want to tie their name to something that might not happen. But I'd like her.
Well, obviously, you're going to have to the owners of the team, the baseball owners are going to have to contribute a bunch of money too. That's just the way it works. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah. So exactly. So why do they have to state the obvious?
Right. I don't know. For the taxpayers.
Yeah.
All right. Pistons player Dennis Jenkins, right?
Yep.
Dennis Jenkins talking about the Pistons having a 2-0 lead over the Cavs. Listen.
I think Orlando did a really good job of preparing us for this moment. You know what I mean? They came out and they hit us in the mouth first, and they showed us what, you know what I mean, like what it's about, what playoffs is about. So once we got that up under our belt, you know what I mean, we just rolling from there. Like I said, we back to playing Pistons basketball for 48 minutes like we supposed to, and we just trying to keep it going.
You know what the Magic are like? That maybe the Magic should relish their role, Kravitz, as a top-notch sparring partner. They get the big boys ready for the fight. Okay, that's what we do here in Orlando. Yeah. We're the sparring partner.
That's right. Yeah, we're not the weightlifters. We're the spotter. We're the guy standing behind you. Go, come on, you can do it. Come on. You can do it, Detroit. You got this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we all strive for. Be the guy that gets you ready. You know, it's like when you're watching the Kentucky Derby and there's that horse that's standing next to the horse that's going to race, and they're just trying to keep them all excited. You know?
Yeah.
That's the Magic.
Now, you know what the Magic are? They're speaking of horse racing, they're when the horses are breeding, okay?
Uh-huh.
There's the female horse, the mare, all right? And then there's the stud horse, the champion stud. But before the stud comes out to breed with the mare, there's a horse that actually gets the mare nice and hot and bothered for the stud to come in. So that's the Magic. They're the foreplay horse is what they are.
Well,
the Magic. Did you know that?
Today was the day I learned about horse sex. Thank you.
There you go.
May 8th, 2026.
Did you guys know about foreplay horses? No, you had no idea.
I figured that the main event horse was enough.
No.
What?
No. Absolutely not. There's a foreplay horse. Look at Google it.
Well, why isn't the main event horse enough?
He's just the champion. He just comes in for the finishing touches. All right.
No easy transition here. Hi, let's talk about it.
It's true, I tell you. In fact, I think it was Mark Daniels, who's a big horse racing expert. I think he told me that one time.
Not a chance.
Not on the air. All right, let's jump around a little bit. I'm interested to hear this Dabo Swinney clip. Dabo Swinney, coach of Clemson, was talking about Notre Dame the other day.
And we always got to, have a chip on our shoulder. Because it just is what it is. We don't have the alumni base that some places have. We don't have some of the things that some of the schools that we've played and had to compete with over the years have. It's just the way it is. But I've always we're 3-1 against Ohio State. We're 4-2 against Notre Dame. Notre Dame has their own TV station. They make their own rules. They print their own money. They got like a money machine in the backyard or something. We've beaten Texas A&M a couple times. We've beaten Oklahoma a couple times. We've won 4 in a row against Auburn. We've beaten Nick Saban in Alabama in 2 national championships. And so, we've done all of that at Clemson. Again, when I got the job here, prior to our tenure here, Clemson hadn't won the ACC in 20 years, and it wasn't a 17-team league in those days.
Well, Dabo Swinney, I love Dabo Swinney. All right, I'm a Dabo guy, and he's right. Clemson doesn't have like the sugar daddy boosters that they don't have a Mark Cuban buying Fernando Mendoza for Indiana. They don't have the Cody Campbell that Texas Tech has. They have done a lot with their resources, I think.
They have, but sometimes you're a victim of your own standards that you set.
Right.
And I think that's what Dabo Swinney is living through right now. Clemson football, when I was growing up, they were just another football program. He made them a power, and now fans expect that. And it's a kind of a double-edged sword.
All right, so I want to hear this clip, but let's close with this one. So this Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel stuff is just getting out of control. People are, there's the boat pictures now on the private boat.
There's a boat video now.
There's a boat video now. Well, now people are going back. I guess during COVID, Barstool had Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel, and they had like a panel of people, and they were playing like a game show type thing on Barstool. And I want you to hear Diana Rossini's response to one of the game show questions.
Okay, Diana, what is something you might close your eyes to do?
When you have sex with your husband or wife.
Again, this is from Family Feud Kids, but yes.
She answered it.
Yep.
She answered it. It's done. That's the
It's
one.
done.
No,
You have to take the answer. Came out.
No.
Something you close your eyes to do, have sex with.
How is this woman still married?
I don't know. All these clips of her like ripping her husband, right?
Yeah, no chance he consumed her content. Not a chance.
Right. All right, that is mic'd up.
Hey, is that Golden Tempo's getting ready to go? My God. He's raring to 508-571, want to hear from you on this pre-Mother's Day edition of Game On. We'll keep it wholesome moving forward, I promise.
Game On with Bianchi and Kravitz. We'll be back right after this.
It's the Bulldog, Mike Bianchi. Sports fans, I've covered enough football games to know the difference between a championship organization and a team just trying to survive the season. And let me tell you, Aggressive Appliances is the championship franchise of appliance stores in Central Florida. This place isn't some warehouse where you stare at cardboard boxes under fluorescent lights hoping you made the right choice. Nope. At Aggressive Appliances, you walk into two massively fully operational live showrooms, kitchen galleries with real appliances actually running. You can hear how quiet the dishwasher is. Feel the heat from the ovens. Grab ice from the refrigerators. It's like getting front row seats before you buy the ticket. And the people helping you, these are trained appliance experts, not some teenager working a part-time job or somebody who was in lawn and garden yesterday and in appliances today. At Aggressive, delivery, installation, and service are all handled in-house. No third parties, no finger pointing, no call somebody else. Their dedicated team is with you every step of the way. You can check it out at aggressiveappliances.com. That's aggressiveappliances.com. Do not shop passive. Shop aggressive. Isn't that right, girls?
Couple of accidents still causing some problems on the roads this afternoon. Florida Turnpike northbound at the Canoe Creek Service Plaza, blocking the shoulder there. Stop and go, I-4 westbound between Florida's Turnpike and Central Florida Parkway. There's a crash blocking 3 right lanes. Greenway northbound at Orange Blossom Trail. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
Something I've learned recently as a homeowner is that waiting for your garage door to break before you do something about it is like a fast pass to inconvenience at the highest level. Getting stuck inside of your house when you have something to do and somewhere to be is an absolute nightmare. That's where Dynamic Garage Door comes into play. From broken springs to new garage doors, they treat every customer like family. No pushy scripts, no runaround, just experienced technicians who stand behind their work. Call Darren and Jackie today. It's Dynamic Garage Door. Strong, reliable, family-owned.
They won $1,000 in bonus bucks.
No, it's $1,000. I mean, that's a gem.
And you could be next. Listen for your chance to win every weekday. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Skip the spring cleaning and sell your home hassle-free with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum value. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
GimmeTheVin.com has made it fast. We've made it easy, and we're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell your card. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Let Mattress Firm sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort. Score unbeatable deals on both. They make sleep easy.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on your favorite team. 2 times the freestyle action. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Brought to you by B80 Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan. Visit monsterjam.com today.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center. Altamont Springs, Mall of Millennia, and Waterford Lakes. Online, shopidc.com.
I've been talking about Better Edge for years prior to prediction markets flooding the landscape. So who do you think the real innovators were? Greg and James aren't billionaires who hide behind computer screens. They're market disruptors, and they've created a product that actually helps sports bettors get down wagers and succeed at a higher rate. Your friends might not care about the best price in the market, but you should. It's the only way to be successful long term, and having Better Edge as part of your portfolio is the sharpest bet you can make today. Go to betteredge.com today to learn more.
Follow the game on Facebook at 96.9 The Game, sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Red Talkback mic on the free iHeart app. It's more powerful than it looks. One tap can get you in the conversation.
You guys, are you serious?
Enter to win something amazing. That $1,000 or just a request. Try it now. Just open the free iHeart Radio app.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
WYGM Orlando, WJRR HD2, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, and iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. It's a free-for-all Friday. Let your voice be heard and see what you can get Bianchi and Kravitz all fired up about. Text us at 50857 or hit us up on the iHeart Radio Talkback. Now back to Game On.
Settle down now. Text in 50857. You can also hit us up in the Rage Cage. Your shot to go see the Buccos, the Orlando Pirates, this weekend. We'll hook up one of you 4-pack of tickets. Let's head to that talk back. We'll start with John. What do you have to say?
Hey, Bianchi and Kravitz. It's John again. I'm raging early in the show today. After watching these recent playoff games, especially the Magic and the Lakers going up against Draw Foul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm over basketball playoffs already. I'm ready for football to be back. Both you are with me, or you think I'm overreacting to the bad play in the playoffs so far?
No, I'm not with you on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want football to be here. I love football. But no, I like the NBA playoffs.
I love the NBA playoffs, and I also really I'm appreciating this more as every year passes in my life. I like missing football. It's part of what makes it special when it comes back, is that longing for it. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's not just the case in your relationships. It's also true for the sports that we love. And without the break, we wouldn't appreciate it. There are times I catch myself in, let's just say, week 14, and there's a primetime game, and it's the Browns and the Titans. And I go, ugh, I'm not watching that.
Right.
And there's no way I'm going to watch this. Are you kidding me right now? I would chop off my right arm to watch the Browns play the Titans right now. That's a beautiful thing.
You wouldn't rather see that than like the NBA playoffs. No.
Let's be honest with ourselves. I love the NBA playoffs, but if the Browns were playing the Titans tonight, I'd probably watch it.
No, if you can only.
I would dual screen it, but
no. You have to choose.
If I had to choose,
right? I'm not watching the Browns Titans. Sorry, I'd much rather watch.
Let's see.
Any NBA
Philadelphia.
Yeah. You're watching.
I think I'm watching the Browns and the Titans.
Okay.
I'm watching Cam Ward all day long.
Yeah, watching Cam Ward get sacked all day long.
Somebody on the text line, why is Bianchi talking about horse sex?
I was trying to educate you people.
Yes.
On horse breeding.
Exactly.
Horse
Don't make
breeding.
it weird out there, people.
Horse breeding is a sport. Or horse racing is a sport, and then horse breeding is a part of that sport.
Right.
Right.
How do you think horses are made, people? Okay. Did your mom, speaking of Mother's Day, ever tell you about the birds and the bees?
And the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
Someone said, please be careful Googling horse sex on your work computer. Yes, that is a good bit of advice. Got one here that says no public money for baseball. We need schools, roads, fire stations, more deputies.
Okay, stop it. Yes, we do need those, but you can have both.
Well, we'll find out if you can have both, because we're going to check in with a local politician. Anna Escamani is joining the show live at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. That's 60 seconds away. But right now, we're going to take a quick step to the side and get the latest and greatest from Fox Sports Radio.
your face and bald. Very bald. Let's send you to the studio for the premier afternoon sports show in the state of Florida. Game On with Mike Bianchi and Brandon Kravitz.
Happy Mother's Day to all you moms and would-be moms out there. We appreciate all of you. This is our last show, obviously, before Mother's Day. And it's no secret that the Orlando Dreamers organization has been trying for years to get local politicians excited about bringing Major League Baseball to Central Florida. And one of Central Florida's Democratic members in the Florida House of Representatives since 2018 is on board. She's also a proud UCF graduate, where she earned 2 masters and a PhD. She's an animal lover who has been holding accountable those people who are responsible for killing dozens of sloths. Have you read that story, by the way?
I have. It's awful.
Yes, awful. And by the way, she's running for mayor after Buddy Dyer's 1 zillionth term runs out next year. Let's welcome in State Representative Anna Escamani. Anna, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. All right, the reason we wanted to have you on, as you know, is because you are one of the few politicians in the area who've come out publicly in favor of Orlando pursuing Major League Baseball. Why do you think baseball is a good idea?
Let's play ball. I'm so excited about this. I mean, I do think that Orlando has continued to demonstrate itself as an international destination with a deep sense of culture and pride. And there has been an effort for, as you mentioned in your introduction, years now to bring a Major League Baseball team to our community. And obviously there's a lot of questions to answer. And I've been really inspired by the private investments already. And at the end of the day, support begets more support. And so we have to be really proactive in uplifting this concept for it to become reality. And I have to tell you, when this news really started bubbling up last year, everywhere I went, especially young people would ask me, what's my position on baseball? And so kudos to Orlando Dreamers for just creating a culture of excitement around it. And I've been very involved with the Miracle League over at Trotters Park, helping them raise money to have a fully functional baseball field, softball field for people with disabilities. I've worked with so many of our minor league teams and our youth leagues in the area, and I think it would just be a wonderful addition to the already incredible sports community that we have here in the greater Orlando area.
Why do you think? Why do you think some other local leaders like Mayor Demings of Orange County, they haven't really? And I realize, politicians have to be careful about, hey, we're not going to just spend $1 billion of public money to get this done. But why do you think Mayor Demings and others haven't really jumped on board?
Well, I think that's a part of it, right? I mean, candidly, I'm also a big proponent of flexibility with the tourism development tax, with the TDT. I feel like we should be able to spend it on other items. Right now, it is restricted. And I feel like when it comes to some of the traditional expenses, i.e. expanding the convention center again and again and again,
right,
that this is a much better use of those funds if it continues to be restricted. Now, obviously, there's a lot of politics involved, and we do know that part of the effort by Orlando Dreamers is to potentially lure the Rays to come to Orlando, and I can assume mayor to mayor, i.e. Mayor Jane Castor and Mayor Joe Demings, are probably wanting to maintain a respectful relationship, especially as Mayor Demings runs for governor. So my first reaction is politics will be politicking. But I also do, to your point, I think the cost question is a real one. And I also do believe that if we're going to spend public money on any type of recreational activity or infrastructure, the public should see a benefit from it. But we have a lot of great models in other parts of the country to look towards. For example, having free or discounted tickets for taxpayers, having concessions that are discounted specifically for taxpayers. So I think there are ways to make sure there are community benefit agreements in place, make sure there are perks for taxpayers, and to really kind of make it a homegrown team by making it easier for those those homegrown members to participate and celebrate.
Talking to State Representative Anna Escamani about the push to bring Major League Baseball to the city of Orlando. I want to get back to the baseball side of it in a moment, but I'm curious how you stay energized about local government when every decision that you want to make, including this one, every single thing that you get behind is met with a wave of resistance by people. How do you stay motivated every single day when that's what you're met with? It doesn't matter what you could come up with. I want to feed puppies every single day when we wake up. It will be met with resistance by people.
Yeah. A part of it is finding a purpose greater than yourself and not having ego in the work, and really pursuing a vision that reflects collective prosperity. And sometimes that means having an opinion or a position that takes time, right? And to really believe in the power of persuasion when it comes to leadership and advocacy, but also to think long term, because some of these biggest dreams, like we see with baseball, it takes time, and you need leaders that can maintain the momentum over time. And some of the proudest accomplishments that we've seen in Central Florida not happen overnight. These are like Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center, for an example, 10 years to get to where we are today, and it's still growing. So any type of major transportation project like Sunrail, and hopefully the Sunshine Corridor, which will connect Sunrail to the airport and bring us the tourism corridor, all those projects, that takes time. So part of it is thinking long term and grounding yourself in that reality so that you don't lose faith when things don't happen as fast as you want them to happen. But I will say, I feed off other people's energy. And so I love connecting to constituents. I love being on the ground. I love hearing those everyday wins that we have. And that fuels me to keep going. And if any city and any community can figure out a way to drive our economy, to diversify it, to bring in new sporting opportunities or arts opportunities or things like the affordability crisis to help bring partnerships together, that's who I am. That's part of my job. And I do get joy in doing that.
Well, I appreciate it. I think the people that are listening do as well, because I could never do it. So I appreciate that you devote that energy to those endeavors to make the city a better place. What's the thing I keep wondering about this whole Orlando Dreamers campaign and the effort to bring baseball here is what is next? What if this is a movement? What's the next step in the movement? What do we have to do next?
Well, I very fielded dreams, right? You build and they will come, I think, mentality. And I love the fact that the Orlando Dreamers team is really trying to create that grassroots excitement. And so from the swag boxes to showing up with our local youth leagues and showing up at Lake Eola Park to pass out swag and answer questions. Like, I do think part of it's building that popular support. And then as we approach the next fiscal cycle and make decisions around the tourism development tax, assuming that we don't gain flexibility and stays the same, it's, making another proposal, right? Taking a swing at that ball and engaging with the county commission, because ultimately, for those who don't know the whole process, it really is the county commission that decides ultimately how TDT dollars will be spent. But I also want to emphasize that we have to encourage more private investment. I think that's the clear path forward. The Orlando Dreamers have done a fantastic job in attracting private investment, but we do have to have that match. We have to have that interest from the everyday person. And there's a lot of research out there. And I know Commissioner Dr. Kelly Cimarron wrote an op-ed about this. And I think she brings up a lot of valid points when it comes to making sure there's a public partnership where the public also benefits. And so we need to continue building that public support, but also survey, right? What do you want to see in this type of vision and long-term goal, and make sure it's a part of that conversation.
Talking to State Representative Anna Escamani. Last couple of things for you, Anna. You are running for mayor. Will this be part of your campaign platform?
Absolutely. Alongside, of course, so many other issues like addressing the affordability crisis, public transportation. I also believe in cities have to deliver on the basics, right? We have to make sure the trains run on time, but why not create some new tracks? Like providing access to universal childcare and alleviating those daily costs of family space. And I do think uplifting our brand when it comes to our athletics is key. I was at the last home game for the Magic. I've been to Valkyries games at UCF, of course, Pride and City Soccer. We have such an incredible culture when it comes to our sports and athletic community members. We need more people to be involved. And I want to see more engagement with our public school system, with our newest teams and established teams. And that is all about creating collective efficacy where everyone can play a part.
You're at the last Magic game, huh? Wow. That was
a hard one.
The second half was a little bit rough.
I know. But let me tell you, gentlemen, I stayed the whole time. I did not leave. I was in my seat waiting for a miracle. But
were you?
It was so great to be there.
Yeah, Brandon, who you were just talking to, he's also a UCF grad. Now you got 2 masters and a PhD at UCF. It took Brandon 7 years just to get his bachelor's. So
7 years is generous, but I just really enjoyed the campus on this. So I just wanted to spend some extra time there.
It's a beautiful campus. My dad went to UCF in '94. My brother went to UCF, and my twin sister and I were born and raised in Orlando. I owe so much to UCF, but let me tell you, I'm happy to finish my PhD. It was a long journey, and I didn't think I'd finish, but I'm proud I could do it.
Were you planning to go into politics, or were you going to be like a college professor or something?
I had no interest in running for office. Which by the way, I think the best politicians are the people who don't want to be politicians. And, I got politically involved in campaigns and things like that. I worked in the nonprofit sector. I started my PhD program in 2016 with no intention to run for office, and then made that decision in the middle of my program and working full-time in nonprofits, which I still do to this day. I have a full-time job on top of being a lawmaker. But you know what? You just can't plan for those types of decisions, and you just have to follow your heart and follow your gut.
Anna Escamani, we appreciate you, appreciate all you do for our community, and also we appreciate you getting on the baseball bandwagon because we love sports on this station.
Go sports.
Go sports,
Thank you so much for having me. And big shout out to Olympic qualifiers coming to Orlando. It's going to be epic.
We're in Olympic City now.
That's right.
It's huge. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate the visit from Anna Escamani. Really cool stuff.
You know me, when we do an interview that I like, I'm on board with Anna Escamani.
She just gained all your votes.
Yeah, I'm
so you're
voting
going to start stuffing the ballot.
Absolutely.
Can you still get excited about college football recruiting in today's portal climate? Bianchi and I debate that next.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, media. That's media. Enter it now.
Friday night has arrived. If you're looking for something to do, I have a great idea for you. Immerse yourself in the vibrant tropical atmosphere at Bananas Axe Cabana and channel your inner warrior. If you're looking for a fun night out, something that's unique, something that's social, just the right amount of adrenaline where you can hang with the crew, socialize, have a good time, have a couple of drinks, Bananas Axe Cabana is for you. You don't need to be athletic. Believe me, I have done this. Corporate events, team building, birthday parties, bachelor and bachelorette parties, a date night, or just a fun way to spend a Friday or Saturday night. Go and check them out. It's always a good time at Bananas Axe Cabana.
Earlier accident had some lane closures. Now, just the shoulder is blocked. Florida's Turnpike northbound between 3 Lakes to